A few days ago, certain parts of the internet were going crazy when the news dropped that McDonald's had a new game as a marketing tie-in for their Grimace birthday shake. While brands making games for the internet is not new and has been going on since the days of Flash, for whatever reason it was decided that their game should be in the form of a new Game Boy Color game. It's free and completely playable on their webpage, but people quickly ripped the ROM and loaded it up on original hardware to discover that it is indeed a true Game Boy Color game. Anyone that's been into the gaming homebrew scene lately might recognize that this game was probably made with GB Studio, a wonderful and easy-to-use game creation engine that allows you to make true Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles. I made a short platforming game for Halloween last year using it and found it really fun and easy to use. And in fact, GB Studio is listed in the credits for the Grimace's birthday game. I'm a big fan of the McDonald Land characters, having grown up in the 1980s. They were everywhere, and going to McDonald's was always a special trip. Those old commercials still bring waves of nostalgia flooding back when I watch them. It's funny because I know they are just using marketing to make me feel good about a brand, but I can't help that it really worked on me. Before we get to the game though, let's take a moment to savor the website itself because someone went above and beyond when making grimacesbirthday.com. This is one 90s website, and I am here for it. Bravo! To the game itself. The title is short and simple, but it has a little challenge to it to keep you entertained. There are only 4 or 5 levels, but they all have a distinct look and feel to them. Some have you moving on a skateboard and you'll need to grind onto rails to reach higher areas to find the goal. Others are traditional platformers. One level has you in a giant bubble outside a soda factory, and you can infinitely jump to float around in it. For such a small game, there's a lot of variety to be had, and it controls very well. Cutscenes are very well drawn, and the colors used throughout the game look really nice and make great use of the Game Boy Color's palette. But the way they have Grimace talk in the cutscenes is a bit bizarre for someone who grew up on the McDonald Land characters. You got the idea Grimace was a bit of a friendly doofus.
Oh boy, they should be on the front page. They already are.
And while they didn't need to continue with that angle, the fact that he uses so much modern internet slang is really weird to me. In the first scene, he says SMH. Do people even really say these things out loud? Or maybe it's because he was texting with Birdie? I don't know. Anyway, it just seems so out of character. It's a small complaint, and I'm sure a lot of younger people don't even know who he is anyway, so they will not care. Overall, I was really impressed with this simple fast food tie-in game. It's short, but it's fun, and it's very well made. I'd recommend anyone out there that is curious to give it a shot. It won't take long to get through anyway.